May iba naman tayo. Makeup naman yung pag-usapan natin ngayon for a change. Lagi na lang pabango. So anyway, let's talk about all these favorite makeups that I have from my collection currently. I don't have a huge collection because I'm not really a makeup enthusiast anymore, but I love makeup. I still do. I mean, binawasan ko na ever since nag-pandemic, tapos nagka-expire lahat ng collection ko na hindi ko siya nagamit. So, nasayangan ako, so nag-stop ako mag-collect, but I still have enough that I use mainly for vlogging and pag pumapasok. Usually, simple lang yung sinusuot ko na makeup. So, we'll talk about the basics. I don't know if I'm the best person to talk about makeup, but let's begin. Let's start with the base makeup. I don't have a lot of base makeup actually. Isa lang yung foundation na ginagamit ko ngayon when I film, but when I go outside, I don't have to use foundation. I usually use powder and a face milk from Biore. So this is like a primer and SPF or sunscreen in one. Parang siyang primer na parang nako-cover niya yung pores a little bit, but not like a heavy duty primer. And itong face powder from Fashion 21. Pangatlo ko na to yata na refill. I like it because itong milk version nila, it's not too drying on my face. I don't know, when I got older, parang hindi na masyadong oily yung aking face. Or when I was younger, it was too oily. So I don't know, I don't want a too drying na face powder, and I just want something na readily available, na nasa Watsons and affordable. So yeah, I have Fashion 21. For bronzers, I have two that I like. I have this one from Colorette. This is in the shade Isla. This acts like a bronzer and blush in one for me. So this is like a nude shade. Medyo accurate naman yung kulay niya dyan, but it's more like a nude shade type of bronzer blush in one. But for bronzer, kung bronzer lang talaga yung trip ko na gamitin, is this one from Human Nature. Isa lang yung shade ng bronzer nila. This is the mineral bronzer from Human Nature, and last year ko lang yata siya nabili. Marami pa siyang laman. I still barely hit pan. I think malapit na, pero yeah, it's like a natural bronzer. Hindi siya yung tipong amoy tuloy. Hindi siya mukhang putik sa aking face. I'm not using it right now. What I used in my face is this one from Strokes. This is in the shade Peanut. This is cream, by the way. So, mostly ginagamit ko lang tong cream if I'm using like a liquid foundation. But if I'm using powders, I'm using this one. I have two concealers that I use. We have this one from Maybelline. This is the Fit Me in the shade Sand. And this one from the same. This is in the shade... What shade is this? SPF pala to. I just don't know the shade. It doesn't say. I do not know the shade for the same concealer, but I'll look it up and I'll put it in the description box. So, bakit dalawa yung ginagamit ko? This one is a little bit more natural. This one is leaning more towards the peachier side. So, this one I use under my eyes. This one I use to cover up blemishes because it matches my skin tone. So, yeah, that's why I'm using two. Kasi na-realize ko na hindi lang naman dapat iisa yung concealer mo if you're using them for different purposes. Next one, let's talk about the eyes. What I'm using right now, I'm using these lashes from Glad King. Ito yung itsura niya. And this is what they look like. And I'm using them right now. So, they're not too natural. They're not the most comfortable lashes, but they do the job. So, yeah. These are the lashes that I'm using from Glad King. And I keep buying them. I don't know if there are better ones out there. May mga na-try kasi ako na medyo mas mumurahin pa. And makati sila sa aking eyes. So far, ito hindi naman siya makati if nalagay ko siya ng maayos. So, this is the glue that I got from Watsons. This is Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe in the shade Clear. I don't know if meron silang black. So, Kiss yung pangalan niya. Good for 6 months only, but it's been more than 6 months in my collection. This is made in Korea. Tapos, this is 7 grams na. May mga binibenta si Nichido yata and Fashion 21 yung maliit lang. If you want maliit lang. It doesn't irritate my eyes, thank God. For kilay, I have two that I'm using. So this one is from Teviant and this one is from Detail Cosmetics. Gusto ko to from Detail because it's a natural shade. Ang gamit ko kasi ngayon is an eyeshadow. Brown eyeshadow yung ginamit ko ngayon. I don't know why, pero I just want variation in my kilay. But mostly, this is in the shade Latte. This is super fine liner in the shade Latte kay Detail. So, it's very, very fine line. Ang nipis lang niya. So, madali siyang magamit na hindi masyadong makapal yung naido-drawing mo if you want like hair-like strokes. Hindi ko siya ginagamit for hair-like strokes. Parang mas nadadalian kasi ako mag-drawing sa linya sa aking kilay. I don't have the most perfect kilay in the world. They're not even pantay. I don't know how to make pantay my kilay. But they don't have to be twins. They're more like sisters anyway. After kong linyahan yung perimeters na aking kilay, drawingan, finifill in ko sila with powder from Teviant. So, actually, dalawang shade yung nasa akin, but it looks like that. So, ganyan. So, this is in the shade Highness. And I also have one na Queen. This is what it looks like. It's a little bit darker. It has a little bit more reddish tone dito sa darker side niya. So, meron siyang lighter, meron siyang darker variation. But, Queen, if you have a little bit more reddish tone sa hair mo. Highness, if you have like a little bit more of blonde in your hair. Pero, nag-work naman sila both sa aking buhok, sa black na hair ko when I use them. So, I use them interchangeably. For eyeliner, isa lang yung nandito na lagi kong binabalik-balikan. We have this one from Ever Bilena. This is the all day eyeliner. Kasi madali siyang gamitin, even for someone na hindi marunong mag-eyeliner. I mean, marunong naman ako mag-eyeliner, but it's been a while. Tapos, nung bumili ako nito, tapos ginamit ko, this is the all day eyeliner pen. Eyeliner pen. Madali siyang gamitin. It's a felt tip liner. It gets the job done and hindi siya masyadong madaling mabura sa aking eyes pag ginagamit ko siya. Let's move on to eyeshadow. So I have two that are my current favorites. This one from Detail and this one from Juvia's Place. So binili ko lang to sa Facebook. I don't know if available siya sa Shopee. But this one is always available, I think. Inabangan ko lang siya sa sale. Matagal na to sa market yung Detail Cosmetics and matagal ko na nakikita and I was like, I want a colorful eyeshadow this time kasi lagi na lang puro neutral. Yung aking previous na eyeshadow palettes, puro neutral, puro berries na tones. Meron siyang mirror but let's cover that para hindi nakaka-distract. So, it's metallic type of shadows. I'm sure marami nang nag-review na nag-swatch better than me. It's a shiny, wala siyang matte na shade. I'm sure nakikita nyo na kung ano yung mga nagamit ko na this green, this blue, this purple of course, this red, a little bit of those shimmery ones, golden tones in there, yellow, and this greens right here, and this dark magenta reds. Yung black, hindi ko pa siya nagamit. It's not too black. As you can see, it's not like a jet black, too dark type of black. It's more like a charcoal. I'm not sure kung nagre-register sa aking camera. Anyway, hindi ko siya ginagamit alone by itself, although you can. Pinapair ko siya dito from Juvia's Place, which is also colorful. It has a little bit of matte shades. Is it matte? Let me check. Yeah, meron siyang matte shades in here. So, pwede siya for a complete look. Yung kasi kay Detail Cosmetics, they're all shiny. So, pwede siya siguro for yung shimmering na lids, yung trip mo na look. Pero kasi hindi siya masyadong nagsistick dito. And parang napupunta sa eyes ko yung glitter pag yun yung ginagamit ko for under my eyes. So, for my under eyes, the color in here, usually dito ako kinukuha. Because medyo mas pino yung glitter niya dito kay Juvia's Place kesa kay Detail Cosmetics. Mas ginagamit ko si Detail Cosmetics for the shiny, shimmery ones, colorful ones up here in my lids. But look at that. My favorites in here are this bright pink one, almost like a fuchsia pink. This one and the blue. And of course, the purple. I haven't used a lot of them yet, so I'm still gonna play around with these. So, kung nakikita nyo ako with colorful eyeshadows in my previous vlogs, ito silang dalawa yung ginagamit ko. Nagpapaka-safe ako noon sa mga eyeshadows ko. So, last year, nung December, usually nag-haul ako around December and June. Like semi-annually pagdating sa makeup kasi it's those time of the months na medyo mas malaki yung sales. So, I bought these last December, some of these in January. Ngayon ko lang sila pag-uusapan. Anyway, let's move on. For the blush, wala akong masyadong nagagamit na blush kasi most of my blush collection has expired. Yung na-collect ko na blushes are mostly from Vice, yung nasa individual round na blush nila, hindi yung nasa palette. But this one is one of my faves from Careline. This one is Rosy Cheek kasi kahit damihan mo yung ilalagay mo, hindi siya parang putok na blush. It's a subtle blush na pwedeng for everyday use. Sometimes, most of the time, actually, ayoko kasi ng medyo putok na blush because I usually focus on my lips. Kapag kasi masyadong putok yung blush, tapos nag-red lips ka pa, parang tomato. So, yeah, I usually mostly focus on lips kasi kaya I prefer a subtle blush or just bronzer. Nakakuha natin yung mascara. My favorite mascara as of the moment is the Sky High mascara from Maybelline. So, mostly sa mga ginagamit ko na mascara are from Maybelline. This is what it looks like sa brush niya. I like the brush of this one. Hindi siya yung tipong nagiging clumpy na spidery leg yung lashes. I have very short lashes, but it somehow gives it a little bit of volume, just a little bit. Hindi siya yung tipong nakaka-volume pag super short na super nipis yung lashes mo. I'd look for another one, but they can hold a curl. It doesn't look clumpy or like spidery legs yung aking lashes pag ito yung gamit ko. And it's very easy to use. Let's move on to lips. So I have tried finally this lip glosses from Maybelline. It's what I'm using right now on top of a nude lipstick. So I got two. I wish I just got one. Kasi medyo similar sila. Hindi sila nakakalayo. Although I have Moon and Stone. See, look. Mukha silang medyo different sa packaging. Pero pag nasa lips, they look a little bit similar. Like, hindi sila nagkakalayo. And Stone is a little bit more of the nudish, like, shiny but no glitters. Itong si Moon, it has a little bit of fine glitters in here. And ito yung I would recommend for if you want something na pang topper sa lipsticks. But if you want a lip gloss na pwedeng can stand alone, na nudish na shade, Stone will do. Speaking of the lipstick that I'm using right now, it's this one from Teviant. This is in the shade Elizabeth, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's Elizabeth. So this is what it looks like. It's a nude shade. Yeah, I only have one nude shade right now. My other favorite lipstick is this one from Revlon. This is more like a lip balm than a lipstick, like a colored balm. That's what it looks like. Ganyan siya. It's more like a berryish, balmy, shiny texture. This is in the shade Rum Raisin sa New Shine collection nila. I think ito yung nagdudupe sa Clinique na, ano ba yun yung famous na lipstick ni Clinique. It's not very long lasting sa lips. It's more like, parang nga lang siyang lip balm na very moisturizing. It doesn't dry out my lips, but it gives it a little bit of color. So I wiped it off. Meron pang natira kay Elizabeth, pero sa isa, wala na. So yeah, ganun siya kabilis mawala. But I still like it because it's moisturizing. So speaking of moisturizing, I only have one lip balm that I use. I tried to make it as simple as possible kasi nalaman ko na most of the lip balms in the market are very irritating. May mga ingredients sila na nilalagay doon. Even menthol is very irritating sa lips. So, parang hindi sila actually nakakatulong sa pag-moisturize sa lips. It just gives it the illusion of being moisturized because of the menthol. But most of the ingredients na ginagamit nila for most lip balms in the market, especially the flavored ones, I think, are irritating to the lips. There's a study about that. I will link it in the description box below if you're interested. So, the most simple ingredient, which is just Vaseline, is what I got. And this is what I continue to use. Vaseline lip balm. I don't like to use yung nasa jar or I don't know, yung lalagyan kasi ayokong nakakontaminate yun with my fingers. So, ito na lang. We are still in a category of lipsticks. So, hindi ko mahanap yung isa, but I have 3 from the Super Stay of Maybelline. I like these ones because pag red kasi, it tends to be so messy sometimes, and hindi ako yung tipong maingat pag kumakain. Yung tipong yung gano'n na hindi natatouch yung lips mo. So, I opted for the Super Stay ones. I have Founder, Pioneer, and Voyager. So, ito si Voyager is like a wine red type of red, like a dark red. Pioneer is like a true red, but still cool toned. Founder is like a magenta, almost purplish type of red. For lip liner, I like this one from BYS. This is in the shade Dusk. This is what it looks like. Dark brown type of color. It's a dark brown color. I don't know if I'm not the best swatch. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions for the best makeup that you can recommend, let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you on this next video. Bye!